Ooh. Yeah, thank you. First off, let me say, Reverend Patty, thank you, John. Thank you for letting me be with you in this inspirational way and being of service. I so thank you for that. Thank you. Vision, what's up? Hey now. My talk today, we are living magnets. I had to take a look at it. I love looking up words because, we have an idea of what they are, but it's always interesting to see what Webster says that they are because we forget. We add to it, we take away, we make it our own, as we should. So I looked up living, having life, being alive, and I love this one, not dead. I'm like, I can work with that. Active, thriving, vigorous life. Then I looked up magnet, a body as a piece of iron or steel that possesses the property of attracting certain substances. And it went on to say, a thing or person that attracts. Which I was like, okay, that brings me right where I want to be. Because we are magnets. It's a metaphor. We are a living expression of that which we may call God, may call source, infinite intelligence, universal presence. We are that. But too many times we are magnifying, we become a magnet for that which we do not want, that which we continue to practice that does not fill our hearts with the love and joy that is the truth of who we are. So when you see a magnet pulls to it from within. It's not the thing outside going, hey, come here, magnet. Come here. No, it is the magnet pulling it to. And we do the very same thing every day. We pull our life experiences to us. Now, we love it when we love what's happening. Oh, look at what I did. You run and tell them, look at what I did. Yeah, I did that. I did that. Yes. That's how I work it. That's how I roll. But now when things start looking upside down to you, what is going on? Who doesn't like me? Why? Why are they mean to me? And I believe that everything, and I mean everything in our life, is that divine opportunity to expand. And as you so lovingly mentioned about what's happening right now, with the anger and hatred that is boiling, it is our call to magnify love. It is not our business to explain it. That's not our business. That's God's business. Our business is to magnify love. And we don't have to worry about magnifying it in Dallas. Because sometimes before you get out of your house, you done cussed out a couple of people. You have thought some things like, ooh, they need Jesus. Look in the mirror when you're saying that now. Because our magnet is our thoughts and feelings. That is your magnet that you're walking around with all day long. When you wake up in the morning, it's a brand new day. Brand new day. Yesterday is gone. But we have one foot stuck back there. Wait a minute. There's some things that I didn't resolve yesterday. There are some problems, some worries that I want to hang on to. It is the spiritual practice that we trust in a presence that's greater than our humanness. So if this is true, why do we continue to go to the door and open up our doubt? Let in our worry. Complain about what's not happening. And it's simply a word that I used to hate: discipline. Oh, I despised that word as a kid. All right, as an adult too, you know. I'm like, why do I have to be disciplined? But my understanding of discipline was that I had to adhere to what someone else wanted me to do. When I got clear in my spiritual practice that I must be disciplined in my thinking, I must be disciplined in what I am feeling. And if I get out of alignment with what I am feeling, it is my job, it is my duty to stop at that moment and rectify myself. To get in alignment with that which is the truth of who I am. I am God. I am source. Yeah, I used to back away from that. I am that which I am. And if we don't know it for ourselves, you can't wait for nobody else to know it for you. Reverend Patty knows who she is. She can't know it for you. You got to know it for yourself. And that means a practice. You got to take ownership. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you being? Who are you showing up as? And that's showing up in your consciousness. Because we can put on a lot of pretty garments, smell good, put some earrings on. You know, I love my little bling, bling, bling. Bling, 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 bling. But inside, you may feel that you have no value. Inside, you may feel that life is a struggle. And those are wonderful opportunities to open up to you, to start checking in with, okay, I got something going on here. I'm practicing something that says I'm less than that which I say I believe in. I love nature because nature magnifies itself all day long. Unlike nature, we have a plus. Nature is just open to the presence of God. We came here to expand that which God is. That's a big call. That's a big call. And right now, everything that's happening is asking us to expand to a greater essence of that which we are. Not to complain about it. Not to keep the anger and the hatred running. Not to look at others and say, when are you going to get us in alignment? This is your job. This is your opportunity. You came here now. You said yes to it. You were pushing other people out the way. No, I want to get down there. Let me at them. You came here to have a good time. You came here to expand life as we know it. We believe in the eternality of life. That is a consciousness. It is your consciousness that you are. You're not this physical being. We're not a human being. We are spirit. We are spirit right now. We are spirit expanding, spirit consciousness as we know it. Humans have limitations. Now, in this physical form, there are things that we can and we haven't learned yet to do. I was at this lecture and they were talking about beings, human beings, creating new body parts. And the first I was like, what are y'all? What? I was in Puerto Rico and I thought, see, this is some Puerto Rico third world thing going on here. They just playing with the peoples. And then there was a young man that came up and said that he grew another leg. Like, oh, here, this is, well, okay. I couldn't get it. I was like, I can't even hear what you're talking about. What? Because I hadn't grown consciously to understand that we are not this flesh and bone. We are energy, vibration, constantly expanding. This is just a vehicle, baby. It's just a vehicle. You are a mighty magnet. Say, I am a magnet for good. I am a magnet for good. I think I believe y'all. Because good is whatever you say it is. Whatever you say it is. When I understood that God doesn't know no, there's no God or spirit or God. No. I'm not going to do that for you. No. We must grow up in our relationship with Source. Grow up. The pleading and begging and thinking that we can bring God to a problem. Come on now. Spirit doesn't recognize a problem. It doesn't. But this is Consciousness 101 boot camp. I got to get in, strap it on, get with it. Because, I can touch it, I can see it. It feels real to me. That is a whole new way of thinking. That I must not allow that which I see that I don't want to control my thoughts. When we let the outside world, which we have created, those opportunities are there to expand us, not to hinder. There's nobody going, you know what? This time around, you're just going to be poor all your life. There's nobody making that decision. This time around, you're not going to have enough education. This time around, you're going to be sick all the time. There's no one outside of you that's making that decision but you. And granted, this is not for weaklings, because it's easy to go along with what's happening, isn't it? It's easy to look at the news and say, well, the world is going, everybody crazy, people hating people, it just ain't nothing good happening. That's so easy to do. That's the easiest thing to do. I remember years ago, I stopped looking at the news because at that time I was like, I can't even begin to figure what y'all doing. I do know that it doesn't make me feel good. And I was speaking to my cousin, and I'll never forget what he said. We were talking about the news. I said, I can't look at the news. It's just all this badness and people killing and blah, 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 blah. And he said, I look at the news to see what I can do. I was like, whoa, what? And here's a man that has dedicated his life to families, to young people, to inspiring them to live a greater life and calling them on it. And I thought, wow, that's a great consciousness, a great awareness that I'm not looking at the news to continue to complain about what's not happening. I'm looking at the news to see how I can participate in raising the level of consciousness. That's a new way of thinking, of living, because the news is entertainment now. Entertainment for you, for those who say, I have to know what's going on in the world. You really do? Every day you got to watch 4 or 5 times a day? I used to date a guy that he would get up in the morning watching the news. I was like, no. I can't let all this in my consciousness as soon as I wake up in the morning. I've got to know what's happening. I said, people are trying to make it. That's what's happening. People trying to figure it out. We must start making some different choices when you recognize that it is your magnet, it is your thoughts, it is your feeling vibration that you are putting out into the universe. We're all participating. The anger, the fear that's rising up has been a part of all of us that have been putting it out into the melting pool. For every time we've been afraid, for every time we've judged, our worry, our doubt, all of that's out in the melting pool. And for me, what's so exciting is that I understand now, it's not about fixing anything. We're right where we're supposed to be. It is about me rising in my consciousness. And I'm calling you, rise in your consciousness, rise in your conversation, rise in your practice of how you live your life. You don't have to worry about what's happening outside your door. Take care of what's happening inside the door. Yeah. Because if you start taking care of you, you're going to shift to a new reality. See, I believe that. You're going to shift to a new awareness. New people will come into your arena. New conversations will start to unfold. New ideas will begin to flow. New creativity will happen. But that's a growth in awareness, and that's rising up as a spiritual being, living here, participating in what you are creating. Taking ownership. Not for just when you feel that, ooh, it's working for you. But even when you think, here is an opportunity for me to grow. Here is a possibility for me to have a brand new way of thinking. I love technology because technology is pushing us to a greater awareness. And then I have all those naysayers. Oh my God, technology is bad. Bad. It's hurting the children. No, technology's not. We are. Because we haven't learned how to use it. Just like with anything. I was like, I'm not going back to the typewriter. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Well, people have their phone with them all the time. Don't get on your phone. Why are you worried about what other people are doing with their phone? Why is that phone bothering you? We're at the beginning. And I know it's scary sometimes when things are new, but we're all learning. It has made us closer in a global community because we are a global community now. How powerful is that? We're global. Kids are talking to other kids in other countries, seeing how they live, how they experience life, what they're doing. It's a marvelous thing. And yet, yes, we've got to learn that maybe you don't want the phone at the dinner table. That's a choice. But don't throw out the iPhone just because you don't want it at the dinner table. Emails. I love emails. But you have to be careful. People read where they're coming from. I sent an email to someone. I said, hey, I hope you're having a great day, and I know that life is right where you are, popping and having a good time. And she sent back, what are you trying to make fun of me? I was like, wow. You're not having a good day, are you? Don't be blaming that on me. But I was like, wow, okay, all right, okay. All of it is all right, it's okay. We are okay. We're gonna be all right. The things that are happening right now will either call you to your greater vision or they will push you through your pain, but you will make choices. And you can either stand in the gook and complain that life is treating you wrong and look how bad things are. Or you can decide that I'm going to be a magnet. I'm going to be a magnet for joy. I'm going to be a magnet for peace. And the peace is not that that person has to be peaceful. You'll be peaceful. Somebody cut in front of you. That's not very peaceful now, is it? We all have our moments. You are a magnet. What you think every day is what you're reflecting, is what is reflecting back to you. When you wake up in the morning, if you wake up with, oh God, it's another day, then that is the experience that you are going to experience throughout the day. If you take the time in your house to get into joy, to feel a presence, to be alive and appreciate. Say, I appreciate my life. I appreciate my life. I appreciate these chairs. I appreciate the sunshine. I appreciate me. I'm wonderful. You got to tell yourself that. You got to look in the mirror and tell yourself how wonderful you are, how great, grand, and fabulous you are. That's what you want to be a magnet to. You want to be a magnet to that which feels good. When you see kids skipping and they just having a good time and they're laughing, that's what we want to practice daily. Laughter. Laughter. If you're not laughing every day, something wrong. Laughter is important. It opens up the heart space. Music opens up the heart space. So I will leave you with this. Each day, it is your responsibility to awaken and arise that I am a consciousness participating in everything that's happening. I'm a global expression of that which is all that is. I am God. And today, I will do my best to shine joy, to appreciate the beauty all around me, and to recognize that God is always being God through me and loving me. And so it is.